What if history as we know it is wrong? What if there was a time before recorded history when the world was ruled by gods? Welcome to Mysterious Origins. Deep in the deserts of ancient Mesopotamia, a clay tablet was unearthed with a list of names on it. At first, it was thought to be just another boring historical artifact. That was until researchers realized the implications of what it says. This is the Sumerian King List. It's an inscription that tells the story of a line of kings who ruled over the Sumerians for tens of thousands of years before a great flood wiped out their civilization. And it gets crazier. These kings didn't rule for decades or even centuries. They ruled for tens of thousands of years. And some of their names are still spoken with reverence today. Like the Annunaki, those mysterious figures said to have descended from the heavens and ruled over humanity before we took control of the world. This is one of the most controversial topics in all of archaeology, and tonight, we uncover the truth. Discovered in the ruins of ancient Mesopotamia, the Sumerian King List is one of the most baffling inscriptions ever found. Written in cuneiform on clay tablets and stone prisms, this ancient text records the names of kings who ruled Sumer, one of the earliest known civilizations. But here's where things get strange. The list does not simply record human rulers. It speaks of kings who reigned for impossible lengths of time, some for hundreds, some for thousands, and some for tens of thousands of years. Even more mysterious, the list states that kingship was lowered from heaven, as if power was not taken, but given. Given. By who? The Sumerian King List, a relic shrouded in mystery, has captivated scholars and enthusiasts alike since its discovery. This enigmatic document, etched into clay and stone, offers a glimpse into a world that defies our understanding of history. Imagine, if you will, a record that spans back to the very dawn of civilization. The King List begins its tale not with mortal men, but with gods and demigods who ruled for eons. It speaks of a time when the concept of kingship itself descended from the heavens, bestowed upon humanity by forces beyond our comprehension. As we delve deeper into this ancient text, we encounter names of rulers lost to time, their reigns stretching far beyond the limits of human longevity. Alulim, the first king of Eridu, is said to have ruled for 28,800 years, and Menluana of Bad Tabira for 43,200 years. These numbers defy logic, yet they are meticulously recorded as if they were common knowledge to the scribes who penned them. The list continues, weaving a narrative that blurs the line between myth and history. It tells of great floods and dynasties rising and falling, all while maintaining its otherworldly timeline. Cities emerge from the mists of prehistory: Eridu, Bad Tabira, Larak, Sippar, Shurupak, each with its own line of seemingly immortal rulers. But what are we to make of these impossible reigns? Are they mere exaggerations, a way for ancient kings to claim divine right? Or do they point to something more profound, a lost understanding of time itself, or perhaps interventions by beings not of this earth? As we ponder these questions, the Sumerian King List stands as a testament to the enduring mysteries of our past. It challenges our perceptions of history and invites us to consider possibilities beyond our current understanding. In the end, we are left with more questions than answers. Who were these long-lived kings? What is the true meaning behind kingship being lowered from heaven? And perhaps most intriguingly, what secrets lie hidden in the gaps and omissions of this ancient record? The Sumerian King List remains a puzzle, waiting to be solved. Its whispers from the past continue to echo through time, reminding us that there are still great mysteries in the annals of human history, mysteries that may one day reshape our understanding of who we are and where we come from. Before the Great Flood, before human history as we know it, the Sumerian King List records a time when 8 great kings ruled the earth. This ancient document, etched in clay tablets, tells a tale that defies our understanding of time and human civilization. But here's the unbelievable part. These 8 kings ruled for a combined 241,200 years. Let that sink in for a moment. Not decades, not centuries, but hundreds of thousands of years. The very notion challenges everything we thought we knew about our past. Impossible? Perhaps. But these numbers are written in stone, passed down through generations of Sumerian scribes. The meticulous records, preserved for millennia, speak of reigns lasting tens of thousands of years each. King Alulim of Eridu, the first on the list, is said to have ruled for 28,800 years alone. Could this be an error? A mistranslation, perhaps? Or is it something more? Something that stretches the boundaries of our reality and forces us to question the very foundations of our history? Ancient astronaut theorists believe that these pre-flood rulers were not ordinary men, but the Annunaki, beings of great power and intelligence. They propose a startling theory. What if these kings were not of this earth? If these entities were extraterrestrial, their extended lifespans might not have been a myth, but a reality. Imagine beings capable of living for millennia, possessing knowledge and technology far beyond our comprehension. Could they have walked among our ancestors, shaping the course of human development? Some researchers claim these ancient gods genetically engineered early humans, creating the first kings to rule in their name. They point to the sudden emergence of complex civilizations, seemingly out of nowhere, as evidence of external intervention. The rapid advancements in agriculture, architecture, and astronomy during this period remain a mystery to conventional historians. Then, something happened. The Sumerian King List, an ancient text etched in clay, speaks of a great cataclysm, a flood, so devastating that it wiped out nearly all of civilization. The waters rose, merciless and unforgiving, swallowing cities whole and erasing the works of mankind from the face of the earth. Sound familiar? This flood mirrors the story of Noah's Ark, a tale of divine retribution and salvation. It echoes through the epic of Gilgamesh, where the hero Utnapishtim builds a great ship to survive the deluge. And it doesn't stop there. Dozens of flood myths ripple across the world's cultures, from the Maya to the ancient Greeks. Could they all be speaking of the same real event? A catastrophe so monumental that it left an indelible mark on the collective memory of humanity? Some believe this flood was more than just a natural disaster. It was a reset, a way to wipe away an old world and usher in a new one. Imagine a slate wiped clean, the sins and corruption of an entire civilization washed away in a torrent of water. But what could cause such a cataclysm? Was it truly the wrath of angry gods, or something far more terrestrial and sinister? The waters receded, leaving behind a changed world. But questions lingered, as persistent as the mud left behind by the floodwaters. Was this devastation natural, or something else? Some theorists speculate that this event was a result of an Annunaki war, a conflict between factions of these ancient beings. Picture it. Advanced civilizations, far beyond our understanding, locked in a battle that shook the very foundations of the earth. These weren't mere skirmishes or border disputes. This was a war that may have ended with a deliberate global catastrophe, a cleansing of the earth, before a new age could begin. Imagine the power, the technology, required to unleash such destruction, to remake the world in fire and flood. As the waters receded, a new world emerged. But what rose from the depths? Was it a fresh start for humanity, or the beginning of a new era of control? The flood myths speak of survivors, chosen ones who carried the seeds of civilization forward. But who chose them, and for what purpose? The Great Flood remains one of history's most enduring mysteries, a catastrophe so vast, so complete, that it haunts our collective memory to this day. Was it nature's fury unleashed, or the final act in an ancient war? As we sift through the silt of history, we're left to wonder, what truths lie buried beneath the flood waters of time? After the flood, everything changed. The world as we knew it was washed away, leaving behind a landscape of uncertainty and mystery. As we delve into the Sumerian King List, we find ourselves confronted with a stark transformation in the narrative of human history. The kings who once ruled for millennia, their reigns stretching beyond the limits of our modern understanding, suddenly found their time on the throne dramatically shortened. From thousands of years to mere decades, what could have caused such a profound shift in the fabric of power? Was this simply the natural progression of a civilization rebuilding itself from the ashes of a global catastrophe? Or does it hint at something more otherworldly? The abrupt change in the longevity of rule raises questions that echo through the corridors of time. Could it be that the Annunaki, those enigmatic beings of ancient lore, had abandoned humanity? Did they leave us to our own devices, allowing mortal kings to ascend to positions of authority previously held by those of divine origin? Or perhaps they merely stepped back, watching from afar as we took our first tentative steps towards self-governance. The possibility that these celestial overseers might still be present, albeit hidden from view, is both comforting and unsettling. Are we truly alone in our struggles, or are unseen hands still guiding the course of human events? Even more intriguing is the peculiar pattern described in the King List, the seat of power moving from city to city in what appears to be a carefully orchestrated dance of authority. This controlled transition of kingship defies simple explanation. It's as if an invisible conductor was orchestrating a grand symphony of rule, with each city playing its part in turn. Who or what could have been behind such a meticulously planned transfer of power? The image of puppeteers manipulating events from behind a cosmic curtain comes to mind. Were the Anunnaki still pulling the strings, subtly shaping the destiny of the civilizations they had once openly ruled? So, what does this all mean? Was the Sumerian King List just a work of fiction, or a record of real events? If the Anunnaki existed, did they rule over early humans? And if they did, where are they now? Did they leave Earth, or do they still influence us in ways we cannot see? And perhaps, the most important question of all, if the ancient kings before the flood were truly superhuman, ruling for thousands of years, could history be far, far older than we have ever imagined? These questions challenge everything we thought we knew about our past. They force us to confront the possibility that our understanding of human history is incomplete, perhaps even fundamentally flawed. The implications are staggering. If true, it would mean rewriting our entire concept of civilization's origins. It would suggest that advanced beings once walked among us, shaping our earliest societies. And if they did exist, what became of them? Are they still here, hidden from view, pulling strings behind the scenes? The answers could reshape our understanding of not just the past, but our present and future as well. I honestly cannot believe the mysteries surrounding the Sumerian King List. But hey, it's one of the most intriguing artifacts we have from the ancient world, but more importantly, I think it can help all of us understand our past a little bit better. But let me ask you, what do you think about these pre-flood kings? Were they real beings? Perhaps even connected to the Anunnaki? Or was it just an exaggerated legend? We want to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments below, and let's uncover the truth together. Look, we've lived all our lives with these questions. My father wondered about them, and now my kid is fascinated by these mysteries too. We want a time when we can understand our true history, and if you're as curious as we are about the lost civilizations and the hidden secrets of the Anunnaki, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the journey is just beginning. The time has come to explore these ancient enigmas, and the time has come for us to seek answers together.